Welcome to the Golden Experience. I am Jonathan Golden, your host. Today, we want to talk about the market as a buyer. What's going on out there? Has anybody been out there and tried to buy a house or been looking, and all of a sudden one day on Monday it's on the market, the next day it's pending? It's crazy. Um, Part of the reason is the lack of inventory, of course. Wayne County, Oakland, and Macomb, right now there's only 4,400 property for sale. Oh my God. Well, as last year, there were 13,000. Also, we got an explosion of buyers. There's a lot of buyers out there. Where are the buyers coming from? The buyers are coming from, we had to shut down. Uh, Things opened up so you can go look at houses, and then at the same time, they dropped interest rates. You got interest rates for a 15-year fixed, 2 to 3%. Everybody's trying to get out here and buy. A lot of people are qualifying that never could qualify before. All you need in some programs, especially first-time home buyers, is 580, a 580 credit score. OMG. That's all you need, a 580 credit score. And then you get out and you want to, people out buying houses, the minimum they're giving the asking price, and some are going $20,000 above the asking price via an appraisal guarantee, and waiving the inspection and free occupancy if somebody's still living in the house for minimum 30 days, sometimes 60 days. That's what's going on out here. It is very competitive, but you still can get a house if you want to. You have to learn and know what to do to be competitive. So what happens when somebody offers $20,000 over the asking or over the appraisal price? The property values in the neighborhood go up. It pulls everything up. Typically, the comparables last, or comparable sales are good for about a year. So there's another thing that goes up: taxes. Yep, taxes go up. Not necessarily for everyone in the neighborhood, but the house that you're buying, that you just paid $20,000 over asking price or over the appraisal price, increases the value of everyone's home, but it increases your taxes. And guess why? Anybody know why? Comment in the comment below if you know why. You give you 30 seconds. Do 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 do. Okay, that's enough time. Proposal A, back in 1994. Does anybody remember that? And ladies and gentlemen, this is why you need to be more passionate about your local elections and the proposals that are on the ballot. Those are the things that affect your money. 1994, Proposal A put a limit, limit on the value, on the taxable value of your house at 4% or at the inflation rate, whichever is lower. However, when that house resells, it's uncapped. So you'll have a house $20,000 over the appraised value, and your taxes will skyrocket. They'll go up. Oh my God. So you just now getting in the house. You got to worry about the mortgage, and the taxes are going to be higher. So you got to think about that. So the $1 million question now is, how do I get in the market and be competitive? How do I get in the market, be competitive? What do I got to do? First thing is you got to get your money right. You got to know that there's going to be some upfront costs, those things that happen before you actually close. You got inspection, $300 to $400. You got appraisal, $300 to $400. Earnest money deposit, affectionately we call it an EMD, minimum of $1,000. Down payment, don't forget about down payment. Some programs you only have to have 3 to 5%, but to be strong, you need 20 to 25% to look like a strong buyer. And you might want to think about going with an appraisal guarantee. That is money above the appraisal value. And in order to be competitive with that, minimum $5,000, $5,000 to $10,000, but a minimum of $5,000 for an appraisal guarantee. Closing costs. Your closing costs are going to be anywhere from 3 to 6%, but to be sure, you're going to have to talk to your mortgage person or your lender. Now the interest rates are low, everybody's rushing out to be pre-qualified. In order to be competitive, you need to be pre-approved. That means your file has everything in it. That means you've given your lender everything that they've asked for, and your file has gone through underwriting. That makes you look much stronger. That means you are good to go, and all you need is a deal. All you need is a house that you want to purchase because you're good then. When it's gone through underwriting, that is the key. It has gone through the whole underwriting process, and you are qualified. You are a bona fide, ready purchaser with money financing to back you up. Also, you may want to reconsider using the big name bankers or the out of state lenders. So sometimes the big names, you just a number. And they have a reputation with some real estate agents with being slow or hard to work with or hard to get in contact with. And that delays the closing as opposed to using someone that is local, that realtors like and trust. So reconsider that the big names don't always mean better. Sometimes they mean that you're just a number. There's no relationship you have with that mortgage person. So reconsider that and think about that. Another thing that you can consider is not always look at the houses fresh on the market, the houses that's only been on the market for a day, 2, 3, a week, 14 days. Look at some of the houses that have not been on the market, that have been, excuse me, so look at some of the houses that have been on the market for a little bit. Why do you say that? Now, some of them, they may not be cosmetically as nice. It may not be turnkey. You walk in and everything's like you want it, but you have a better chance of getting a better price and winning the offer, getting an offer accepted. So it's not 100% house, but it's 85 to 90 with only the cosmetic things. You can put your 20,000 towards 20,000 above the appraisal price and get exactly what you want, don't have to do anything. Or you can save your 20,000, get something a little bit below what's asking and fix up the house exactly the way you want it. You have a better chance, a better shot of getting that house, even though it's 85% of the quality you want. It's still a nice house. It's still a good looking house. You can save money that way, not just going for the stuff that's new and pretty, because the new, pretty, shining object, you got hundreds of people looking at that online, and then you got 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 people actually going to see it, and then you may have 10 offers on that pretty new shining house as opposed to getting a house that you may that's been on the market for a little bit, and you can get it for a little bit less than what's asking, and really right around what the value is. So think about that. Do your research or make sure research has been done. Your real estate agent needs to talk to the listing agent before they put the offer in and develop a relationship. Price is king, cash is king, all that kind of good stuff. Price is not always the determining factor in winning and in getting an offer accepted. I had an offer. I put an offer on a condo. My buyer was the strongest buyer, came in at the highest price, but my offer was not accepted. They chose a cash buyer a little bit less. Cash buyer, okay, so cash may close maybe 10 days sooner than a regular mortgage. This person I was dealing with had conventional, so it wasn't like it was going to be longer than 30 days. Cash maybe close in 20 days, so the person was willing to forfeit maybe $6,000 for 10 days. Hey, you never know. Does your realtor tell a story? Do you know what that means? Inbox me if you want to know what that means. Also, if you want to know what big names may cause us problems or as far as closing, inbox me. I'll let you know. Again, this has been The Golden Experience. I'm your host, Jonathan Golden. Again, this show has been sponsored by Blind Lion. Check out Blind Lion Apparel on Instagram. Thank you for watching. God bless you. and good night.